First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachach, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. This is your brother Lawyer from Great Millstone, Miami. And what I'll be doing a lesson on is an article, a headline from Jerusalem Post, the Jerusalem Post, okay, JerusalemPost.com. The question in the headline reads, "Is God punishing the United States of America?" All right, which I want to make this quick, all right, because, hey, man, the answer to the question is yes, okay? The Lord is definitely punishing America, okay, which in the scriptures is known as Babylon the Great, all right, also known sometimes in the scriptures as Egypt, okay, also known in the scriptures sometimes prophetically as Nineveh, okay? The Lord is punishing America for all of its wickedness, okay, chiefly. All right, one of the main things is putting the Israelites in slavery. All right, the Israelites are so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, devastating us as a people, oppressing us, slaughtering us for hundreds of years. Okay, as well as all the different witchcraft and abominable behavior that they push and promote all over the globe. Okay, whether it be drugs, whether it be the whole LGBTQ agenda, whether it be abortions, okay, exalting women over men, all right, just to name a few, okay, all right. That's why God, amongst many reasons, all right, is judging America, okay. So with that, I want to just go right into the lesson, okay. Um, I'm gonna read this little excerpt here from the article. It says, "It is a challenge for me to believe that the series of plagues that have befallen the United States of America of late are not part of some heavenly master plan." Okay, all right, and that's exactly what they are. First of all, yes, it's a heavenly master plan to bring judgment and to destroy the kingdom of the Edomites. Okay, because the last plague that the Lord is going to bring upon Babylon the Great is fire. Okay, via the nuclear missiles. And that's prophesied in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter, about how the Lord is going to bring fire to destroy Babylon the Great utterly. Okay, and I like the fact that the word plagues is here used. Okay, all right, because the Lord is plaguing Babylon the Great, man. That's why you have droughts. Okay, all right, that's why the whole farming system, all right, the whole food supply chain is being destroyed. The scriptures prophesy about that as well. That's why a lot of people are leaving America. Okay, that's why violence has increased. All right, people trust their government less and less. Okay, that's why all these things are, happening. All right, to this place, man. All right, different diseases popping up because the Lord is bringing judgment. Okay. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So that's why this is happening. That's why division is increasing. Okay, that's why violence is increasing in the land. Okay, all right, food shortages, death. Okay, destruction of society. That's why this is happening because of the wickedness of Babylon the Great. All right, and the whole world. That's why these things are taking place globally. All right, but the focus of this lesson will be on Babylon the Great. It says, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves." So the Lord is no longer going to continue to suffer, all right, Babylon the Great to continue to promote wickedness and not have to pay for it, man. Okay, not for there not to be any retribution. "Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them." Okay? All right? Which, hey, guess what? Not only is America going to continue in wickedness, what's going to happen is that they're going to actually go after the innocent and righteous blood, okay, to persecute those who believe in Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. And that's what's going to cause the Lord to even bring more vengeance, all right, and more calamity upon this place, man. Verse 10, it says, "Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt," because we're getting into the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, all right, and the main target is going to be you Israelites, you Jakes. Okay, all right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You're going to be the main target for extermination, man. Okay, all right, in this land that is known as spiritually Egypt. All right, in Revelation 11th chapter, man, that great city which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, man. So the Lord said that he was going to smite this place with plagues, man. Okay? So that's spiritual that the person who wrote this article said that, man. That's why all these devastating things are happening. You know, massive heat waves, wildfires, thunderstorms, hurricanes, floods. All right, record-breaking blizzards. I mean, sheesh. You know, they seen all type of UFOs, so-called UFOs, which are the chariots sightings. Okay, civil war is being talked about. Okay, people are divided when they want to rise up against their government. Diseases popping up everywhere. That's why. Okay, all right. It says again in 2 Ezra 15 and 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it, man. So the Lord is going to judge the foundations of this place, man. So what the upkeep of this society is going to be brought to a complete halt, and eventually the Lord is going to completely destroy Babylon the Great, man. All right, by fire from the chariots and from the missiles. Verse 13 it says, "They that till the ground shall mourn," which we see that happening. You know, farmers complaining that they're not able to plant their crops because of the heat wave, because of gas prices. They don't have fertilizer, etc., etc. Okay, they can't deliver their produce because of all of these reasons, man. All right, it says, "For their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation, man." Okay, which we see that happening. All right, record-breaking floods, you know, hailstorms, blizzards. All right, heat waves, blast of heat, blast of colds, cold winds. Okay, all right, and a fearful constellation, which we see that happening with the increased solar activity. All right, that's bringing heat waves and wildfires everywhere, man. Woe to them! Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings and princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. Okay? So, hey, the world is going to become more and more divisive and more dangerous, man. All right, and it's going to come here to America to where the people are going to rise up one against another and even rise up against their governments, their mayor, all right, you know, the president. They're going to rise up, man, and try to take actions or take their actions into their own power, as the scriptures say, man. Okay, civil war is coming, man. Verse 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Okay, which a lot of people are already leaving the big cities because of how dangerous it's getting. Okay, it's not safe, but eventually it's going to get so bad, they're going to shut these cities down. All right, the cities are going to become inhabitable because of the crime rate and how dangerous it's going to be, man. So people are not going to want to live in the cities anymore. Okay, it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation," man. So people are going to be breaking into each other's homes, okay, for food and water and for resources, man. So yeah, man. Yes, God is judging America. Okay, God is punishing America. This is 2 Ezra 16 and and 1. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon, which is America and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." So yes, all right, be sorrowful, be sad. Okay, all right, lamentation, mourning, and woe is what the Bible talks about, man. The scriptures talk about the stress of nation, you know, people languishing, perplexity. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Why? Because the Lord is stirring up a war in the earth, man. It tells you that in Revelation, the 16th chapter. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Which is, fires are increasing in the earth, but the Lord is coming back with fire, all right, via the chariots, and also having the missiles to be shot upon Babylon the Great, man. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away, man? So the Lord is bringing these plagues, man. Okay, all right, he's the one that's bringing these plagues to punish Babylon the Great for their wickedness, man. All right, I want to get Jeremiah 50 and 16. It says, "Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest," which that's happening, man. These farmers, they're just quitting. They're just abandoning their farmlands, man. Okay, they're destroying their own crops. Okay, "For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his own people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land." Okay, All right, so there you go, man. All right, because of the oppression is increasing, a lot of these farmers are being paid and threatened to destroy their crops. Okay, but also people see that this society is collapsing, man. That's why people are moving. A lot of people want to move to Italy or to different parts of Latin America or the Caribbean or Africa or different parts of Asia to get the hell up away from Babylon the Great, because people are seeing the clock is ticking on this place, man. Okay, the Lord is not playing. All right, and it's gonna get so bad that it's gonna be dead bodies lying up in the streets everywhere, man. All right. This is going back to Second Ezra 16 and 18. It says, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." So these are scourges from the Lord, punishments from the Lord, man, to amend the wickedness of men. Okay? But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So they're just gonna keep getting more and more wicked, man. All these things that have happened this year, man, people are but you know, people just still walk around, you know, brothers, you know, down here in Florida, man. My camp we prophesying in Miami, downtown Miami. People just walking around with their heads up in the air, their heads in their phone, walking their dogs, prancing around. Okay, when all of this judgment is going out, they don't take a moment to think. And mind you, we out there screaming at the top of our lungs, bringing out precepts, articles, world events, history, all different types of stuff, man. Yelling at them, man. Okay, they could hear us from down the block. Will they stop for a moment and be like, all right, let's check out what these guys are talking about? Nope. That's why more judgment is coming. Okay, verse 21, it says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." Okay, so the evils are going to get worse. The plagues are going to get worse. All right, since you think it's all good and, shit is sweet, the Lord's going to bring more death and more judgment, man. Okay, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as the dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So dead bodies everywhere. You're either gonna die of the sword or die of famine. Okay, this is Jeremiah 50 and 38. It says, "A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols," man. All right, so and the Lord is bringing drought. You can look it up, man. Okay, I'm not gonna do it right now, but you can look it up, man. Go on Google, man. Go on these different sites, man, and it'll tell you, man. This is the worst drought that the world has seen as far as this continent. Okay, in hundreds of years, man. Okay, so the Lord is not playing, man. All right, this is Nahum chapter 3, and 1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city." Okay, which this is a judgment towards Nineveh, but prophetically Nineveh is also talking about Babylon the Great. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not, and that's this place to the sea, man. America is known for corruption and robbery and lies, taking advantage of people, bloodshed. Okay, and the prey departeth not, man. Constantly taking advantage of people, man. Okay, and who's the prey? Really, it's you Israelites, man. He's still here. Okay, serving punishment underneath these devils. Okay, the noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots. Okay, you got cars everywhere, which are likened unto chariots in the scriptures as well. Okay, traffic is really bad over here. Okay, the horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, which the horseman represents Esau. All right, and he's blessed with the sword, man. Okay, and he boasts in his sword. And there is a multitude of slain, people always dying over here, and there's in a great number of carcasses. This land was set up on bloodshed and slaughter of millions of people, and there's none end of their corpses, man. Okay, you got different burial mounds and memorials of where they slaughtered Jake at, where Jake had to serve slavery, and they stumble upon their corpses because of the multitudes of the whoredoms of the world well-favored harlot, which that's Babylon the Great, the well-favored harlot, the great whore, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft, man. And that's what America does, goes around the world and pushes its witchcraft, its philosophy and influence over the peoples of the earth, man, to manipulate them, to take control, to take advantage of them, okay, to get the upper hand. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Okay, and this article is an example of that, man. Okay, it's God punishing America. That's your nakedness being seen, man. That's your shame being seen. That's America being exposed, man. Okay, all right. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and I will make thee vile, and set thee as a gazing stock, man. And the world is looking at America like, what's going on over there? Okay, over the past 2 years, America has been on the spotlight. Babylon the Great has been on the spotlight. All right, not looking so high and mighty and strong anymore. People here are miserable. Okay, the average everyday person here is miserable, man. They know something's wrong. Okay, but it just goes to show you the power of the witchcraft of this place because people still believe in this damn place, man. Okay, all right, but anyway, the Lord's gonna take this place out. All right, and this is Revelation chapter 18, and I'll start at verse 1. It says, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and in the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies," man. Okay? All right, this is talking about America's final destruction. Okay? All right, even though this place is falling right now, all right, falling bit by bit, eventually this place is going to be completely destroyed, man. Okay, it's going to be left desolate for nothing but evil spirits and desert creatures, man. And why? Because America has influenced the world with nothing but its idolatry and its fornication, its wickedness, its witchcraft, its philosophies, man. All right, its abominable lifestyles. Okay, polluting the earth with that, man. And the nations of the earth, all right, the rich men of the earth have gotten rich off of this place, man. Okay, it says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities," man. So when the Lord comes back, he's going to save his people, all right, the Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel, from Babylon the Great, delivering them up into the chariots, man. "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee." Okay, all right, delivering them from this place which is going to be totally destroyed, so that they don't have to die and be destroyed with it, man. Okay, why? Because the Lord hath remembered her iniquities, man. Her sins have reached unto heaven. All right, it says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her." So what has this place done, man? What is the cup that America has caused everyone to drink, man? All right, it's lies, it's philosophy. All right, degrading civilizations and societies, man. All right, destroying cultures and people. Well, that's then okay. This place is going to be destroyed totally too. All right, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. All right, and that's the mindset of Babylon the Great America. We'll never go down. We're too powerful, and the people here believe it too. That's why they walk around clueless. Okay, well, guess what? The Lord is about to hit you with a hefty dose of reality. All right, verse 8, it says, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judgeth her." Okay, all right, so the Lord's going to bring more death, mourning, and famine here, but the final judgment is going to be what? To be utterly burnt with fire, man, via those missiles. All right, and the chariots as well, which are going to bring fire as well. All right, what the world calls so-called UFOs are the chariots of God, and they're going to rain holy fire upon Babylon the Great and utterly destroy it, man. All right, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities about her, man. Okay, going after strange flesh, man, receive the vengeance of eternal fire. Okay, so with that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, Kwame Yasharala, and Abad Babal. Shalom.